Hey guys, Altu here from loseweightbuildmuscles.com. Today what I want to do is take you through a really healthy breakfast option for you. What it is in a nutshell is a porridge and protein mixture. It doesn't sound very appealing, but I can guarantee you it tastes a lot better than it sounds. It's a very nutritionally balanced breakfast, so for first thing in the morning it's going to give you energy, it's going to give you your protein. You're going to get complex carbs through the porridge oats that are going to release energy nice and slowly without giving you a crash at the end. Also, your protein is going to be there to replenish your muscles from the fast that you've just had, obviously by sleeping. Okay, so what I've got here, already pre-prepared in the bowl, I've got some porridge oats. I've gone for the instant porridge oats variety, so what that means is it's very fine, it's almost like a powder. This works with rolled oats as well, it's fine. You can put them in a blender or you can just use them as they are. Just understand that the texture is going to be a little bit different from my breakfast that I'm going to show you today. Okay, so I've got 100 grams of protein measured out inside my bowl already. I've also got a scoop of whey protein. It's a mixture of isolate and hydroisolate, which is a very fast releasing protein. This is going to stay here until after we've microwaved the porridge mixture. We don't want to denature the protein, so what that means is if we heat up the protein too much, it's going to render it useless. Okay, so what we want to do is mix up the porridge first. What we're going to mix it with is up to you, so you can either go for water if you're really trying to burn fat. You can go for semi-skimmed milk, or you can go for skimmed milk if you want less calories. I've gone for semi-skimmed milk here. I'm still trying to bulk up, so if I just pour that in, be quite careful with how much you pour in, because what you want is you want the mixture to stay quite liquidy, so you can always add more. So start mixing. Okay, so what you want the mixture to look like is not quite a cookie dough sticky kind of texture. You want it to be quite liquid. So if I just show you here, it's not quite, it's almost getting to that sticky kind of texture, but we're going to add some protein in afterwards, which is going to thicken it up. So you don't want it too thick from the get-go. So you can add a little bit more milk inside, or water, just to thin it out a little bit. Okay, and now that's good to go in the microwave. You don't want to put it in there at full power, because what can tend to happen is you get like a thick ring around the outside, which is really hard to break down. So put it in just at about 3/4 power and just keep having a look at it, keep stirring it, and you only want it to be warm, you don't want it to be too hot. Okay, so let's stick it in the microwave. Okay, so I'm back. I put the porridge in for about 2 minutes, give or take, in the microwave. Always opening it up to check and stir it a little bit, check the heat, and it's nice and warm now. And what we're going to do now is add the protein in. Now I've opted for unflavoured whey protein. You can go for flavoured whey protein, but I prefer to flavour my porridge naturally with fruits, with cinnamon, but we're going to get to that part later. It keeps it healthier and actually makes it taste better as well. If you are going to use a flavoured protein, just bear in mind that obviously your mixture is going to taste of that flavoured protein. Okay, so we're adding the protein in. So this is really going to thicken up the mixture. And in fact, if it gets too sticky, what I tend to do is add a little bit more of the liquid that you've chosen to mix it with. So give it a good mix. Okay, as you can see here, it's getting a lot thicker. Doesn't look very appealing at the moment, obviously, looks a bit lumpy, but you just want to keep stirring it until all of the lumps go. And this is where you want it to look like a cookie dough kind of texture. Okay, cool. I think we're about ready to get to the fun part, adding some flavouring to this thing. Okay, I like to flavour this with fruits. So fruits are a great source of natural sugars. You're going to add some more fibre into your breakfast. You want to use soft fruits where possible. Things like bananas, strawberries, peaches, they're really good at flavouring the porridge, because what you're doing is as you mix it, because it's so soft, the flavour can disperse into the porridge. I've gone for apples. I actually made the mistake of putting the porridge into the microwave before I added the apples. What you want to do is add the apples in before you put it into the microwave if you are using apples, because it softens up the apples and you get a really nice kind of apple crumble type flavour. It really is quite nice. But I'm going to add the apples in anyway. Instead I'm going to have a crunchy kind of breakfast. So I cut half a small apple in. And what I've also used is some nectarines as well. Ideally peaches would have been better, because peaches are a lot softer. Again, you can disperse the flavour a bit better into the porridge, but I do like nectarines, I'm a big fan of them. So here we go, mixing my fruit into the mixture and we're almost done. Okay, a final thing I like to just add a finishing touch is some cinnamon. Now cinnamon is a fantastic spice, because what it does is it sweetens up your food naturally. There's no calories to it, but it's also got fat loss properties as well, so it's a thermogenic. So if you're looking to burn fat, this is a fantastic way to add flavour and be healthy at the same time. So just add cinnamon to your preferred flavour. I like to just sprinkle it over the top and then mix it in. Okay, so there's our finished product. It doesn't look like the most tastiest breakfast. Yep, I hold my hands up, I admit, but the reason why things usually look tasty is because they've got added colours, added flavours, added preservatives or added thickeners to make the texture look appealing. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have my breakfast not look nice but taste nice and actually be healthy at the same time. So you can't go wrong with this breakfast. I'm going to give you some more options to flavour this now as well. Now generally this is going to be sweet enough as it is right now, but for those of you with more of a sweet tooth, you can add other sweeteners. Try it without first, because it really is sweet enough as we've just made it now, but you can add extra bits. You can add pure and natural honey. Only add a teaspoon, mix it in. Honey's gonna add a few high glycemic carbs to the meal, so it's gonna release a bit quicker than things like porridge and things like that. So if you can, avoid it, but it's only a teaspoon, so it's not going to make the whole meal unhealthy. But what you can do, a little secret here, is you can use something called Agave Nectar. So that comes from the agave plant, and it's actually low glycemic index. It's similar to honey, it's got that same syrupy texture, so you can add a teaspoon of that to sweeten your meals, and it's a little bit healthier. But like I said, I would tend to try it first, see how you like it or don't like it, and then add bits and pieces to your preferred taste. Another thing you can add is some omega sprinkles, so omega seeds. What's in this packet is pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, linseeds, hemp seeds, sesame seeds. So that's a really good blend of omega 3, 6 and 9. So you can add a little bit into the porridge if you want to add that extra nutty flavour to it. Okay, not bad tasting at all and really good for you. Other than that, you can use fruits depending on your desired flavour. Be experimental with it, see what you like. Try and keep it as healthy as possible, try and keep it as natural as possible. And yeah, this is going to pack some muscle on you if that's your goal. This is going to help you burn fat if that's your goal. You can play with the weight of the oats and the weight of the protein. So just put as much as you need for your goal and caloric requirements. Okay, so the nutritional information is going to follow after this video, or you can see it below in the description box. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Also subscribe to this video channel, because I'm going to be updating daily on my journey to the Fitness Modelling Championships in the UK on April the 1st, 2012. Okay, take care. I'm about to hit the sky, I'm never come back. I'm saying bye, you haters, excuse me, cause